Hi, my name is Alexis Smith, and I'm going to be doing this extra credit project on the Baker versus Nelson case of 1971 about same-sex marriage. I wanted a case with information and content that can relate to issues in daily life today and something that a large community of people continue to care about. I also wanted a case that I can relate to, as I have two gay aunts and an uncle who recently just got married to my now new uncle. The overarching question of this case is, should man and man or woman and woman be allowed to marry? Well, this case involves Richard John Baker and James Michael McConnell, who applied for a marriage license, and Gerald R. Nelson, who is the clerk of Hennepin County District Court, who also denied their application. The main issue of this process was the Minnesota state law concerning marriage, including only parties of opposite sex, which is allowed due to states being given permission to use the traditional definition of marriage that outwardly excludes gay people without violating equal protection rights. The time period that this case occurred in, people were not understanding of gays, nor were they willing to try to understand. People were protesting about this, and it was nothing like how the world or majority of generations think today. Because of this and what the state law says about marriage, the Supreme Court decided to deny the appeal for same-sex marriage. During this process, Amendments 1, 8, 9, and 14 are exemplified, especially Amendment 14, in regards of rights of protection. The final decision was not a hard one, nor a time-consuming one. The Supreme Court used something called summary fashion, where their decision is so obvious that it is not worth taking time to review. So what they didn't do was gather briefs or hold any hearings to review this case. Instead, they simply just decided as a whole. This impacted gay and lesbian couples around the country in terms of same-sex marriage. Fast forward about 44 years to 2015, the case has been overturned by the 2015 Obergefell versus Hodges case. The outcome of this case altered the 14th Amendment by requiring all states to license same-sex marriage and to lawfully recognize those marriages that are performed out of state.